This is Andy Purewal for ID Boxing. We are here in Jeddah and I'm joined by none other than David Diamante. David, firstly, how are you?
I'm great, Andy. It's great to see you. It's great to be here in Jeddah. And man, what a big fight we have this weekend.
Do indeed a massive fight, the unified heavyweight crown on the line between Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua once again. Just your take as to what everybody should be in store for on Saturday night, David.
I think we're going to get fireworks, there's no doubt. And I think both of these guys are extremely prepared. I'll tell you, I think this fight is, obviously it's for the heavyweight championship of the world, which is big, and it's a rematch. We saw the first time. It's, Anthony Joshua trying to get his titles back. But heavyweight, they always say boxing goes the way of the heavyweight. So I think, and we've got Tyson Fury with his retirement news. So really the winner of this fight is going to go on now as the heavyweight champion, depending on what happens with Tyson Fury. So it has big implications for the division and for the sport. Who wins this? And so it's an historic fight. It's a big fight, and I can't wait. And I think both guys are really prepared. I want to see how AJ comes in. He looked great at the open workout, but Usyk just looks on another level. So I think both guys, we're going to see different fighters in a different fight this next time.
The word aggressive or aggression has been thrown about with Anthony Joshua heading into this rematch. Now, it's a lot easier said than done to try to be aggressive with somebody like Oleksandr Usyk, but is it something we need to see from him, more of kind of a position of dominance he needs to assert from himself on Oleksandr if he's to have success on Saturday night?
Well, 100%. Look, the adage is a good big man beats a good small man. AJ is the bigger guy. We don't know till tomorrow when they get on the scales what the actual weight will be, but as far as height, reach, he's just a bigger guy. So, and he said himself, he tried to outbox Usyk in the first one. I guess he was trying to prove something. But again, if you have an advantage and you don't use that advantage, it's not an advantage. So if you have height, if you have reach, if you have size and strength, you must use that. So he's going to have to use that. And I think, being with Robert Garcia, obviously over in Oxnard or Boxnard as I like to call it, we'll see how he looks.
I'm with Robert Garcia. From what have you made of that link-up? I've spoken to people in the past week or so and they've said he'll bring that dog back out of Anthony Joshua. Do you think that'll be the case?
Well, listen, a lot of times as a trainer, these guys come on at a different part in guys' careers. So it's not like he formed Anthony from the beginning, right? So he's not going to make him a whole new fighter, but sometimes, a lot of times, a trainer, not just teaching him new tactics, but they can motivate a fighter in a different way. And hopefully that's what we'll see in AJ. And I think that's hopefully going to make the difference.
Do you think we'll see anything different from Oleksandr Usyk? I've seen people suggest he maybe looks a little bit bigger than what he did for the first fight. Do you think that might kind of indicate he's going to approach it any differently?
I've talked to different people saying different things. So I don't know. Like I said, we're not going to know that till tomorrow when they get on the scale. The scale will tell us the whole story of what's going on with the weight. But I just think that with what Usyk is going through right now, with what his country is going through right now, Usyk ain't going to quit. So AJ will have to really put him out if he wants to stop him. He's going to Usyk will not quit. I think Usyk is ready to go all the way in that ring.
Speaking to Eddie Hearn earlier this week, he said he wants AJ to get the job done within 6. And again, speaking to other people, they've suggested the longer this fight goes on, the more it just plays into Oleksandr Usyk's hands. If AJ is to be successful, do you think he needs to stop Oleksandr?
I don't necessarily think that. I don't know. I think smart money would say that. I think that's kind of what you would think. But then again, it's a fist fight. Anything can happen. And this is boxing. As Larry Merchant said, it's a theater of the unexpected. You just never know. And that's why I love this sport so much. And this fight's incredible. It's a tough fight because I love both guys. You can't root against either one of these guys. I'm a huge Usyk fan. I'm a huge Joshua fan. I love them both. I want the best man to win. I want them both to stay safe. And I hope we get a great fight on Saturday, which I think we're going to.
Is this the type of fight we could see a trilogy in if AJ was to be the victor on Saturday night?
Oh, I think there's no doubt about it. Although if AJ wins, we'll see what happens with the other gentleman we just talked about, Mr. Fury. People talking about, he'll come out, and that would be a massive fight for England. But I think there's no doubt if AJ were to win this, no matter who he fought next, I think we'd see them in a rubber match down the road.
Fury-Joshua, if that one again was to be on the table, on the cards, how big of a fight would that one be, David?
I mean, Andi. I think we can all just sit and salivate at that. I mean, a British heavyweight, undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Man, there'd be nothing better. It'd be incredible. Whether it would be Wembley, whether it be Tottenham, wherever it is, it would be amazing.
Well, David, I appreciate your time. Now, I know you're a busy man, so thank you for speaking to me in ID Boxing.
Thank you so much, Andy. Great to see you.